Hey there, thanks for joining me on this video podcast that I am launching. My name is Carolina and I am from Designify. I'm a creative at heart and an entrepreneur, passionately walking through my entrepreneurial journey. And, so much of what women are taught in this world is to shrink down, not be seen, not show all of them, not all of their gifts. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, that fear of being seen fully. It took me many years to actually come out from behind the curtain. I actually used to call myself the wizard behind the curtain. I was very much okay with hiding myself. In fact, I put my hands over my face because these are the very hands that I used to hide behind. Can you imagine? Yeah. I used to do video tutorials that I did not feel comfortable showing my face. The only thing that I would show is my hands. That was it. And yeah, let me tell you, of course, it was a great excuse to keep my manicure looking great and a business expense. But deep down, honestly, it was a container, a frame that was keeping me small. I was able to cut out all the other parts of me and hide them from the world and not show anybody, let alone my friends or my online friends or people that I've worked with or people at my church or people that I am in connection with. Ugh, all of that sounds scary, right? But why is that? That's the part that I want to break down. I just want to have a conversation with you because this is something that I know so many women can relate to. Not showing up fully. We hear it a lot of shrinking down or shrinking down to our own gifts. But really, it's about not showing your full fire. That fire, within. I have a client, Sue Bradley from Sue Bradley Coaching. She is a divine human. And she speaks about that fire and how that fire ignites inside each and every single one of us, which is so true. We've all felt it. I'm curious, have you felt it also? You probably have. That, heart pull, that tug, that constant thing that never quiets down. Sometimes it gets you excited. Sometimes it gets burning ideas going through your mind of like, oh, I could do this. Oh, I could try this. And oh, I could take this there. But it also, on the flip side, can make you feel extremely not enough. Because your big ideas all of a sudden are quieted down in the world of telling you, shh, too much. Shh, soften that. Oh, don't you dare ask for space to take up space. So many of us women were taught that as young girls, how to walk through the world and be cautious and be proper and not be visible. For me, that is something that landed very hard in my heart because, see, I'm a creative naturally. I'm a generator. If you follow HD, that's just something that I love to dabble into. But I'm an emotional generator, but I'm a creative at heart. I'm always generating ideas in my mind. And I love to actually bring those ideas forward and 10 spaces ahead forward, not just forward in one spot. I'm sure many of you women out there can relate to that. But as I started to venture through my own life, I started to realize that the world didn't see creatives as valuable. Yeah. They actually, what I was taught is that creatives were artsy-fartsy. Creatives were just messy. They had stuff in their hair. You ever notice, like on movies, they always illustrate or depict the art teacher or the creative as some crazy whisked back woman, with her hair everywhere and messy apron or, an apron on, or just stuff on them, paint everywhere. They illustrate that in a way of making you feel less than, not polished, not proper, not good enough to show the world. That was something I struggled with for a lot of many years. And what I came to realize is that it was a reframe in my own mind. And once I started to actually claim that space of being a creative and knowing that, wait a minute, this is not artsy-fartsy. This is actually artsy-smartsy. Yeah, I'll say that again for the ones in the back. Artsy-smartsy. That's right. And I started to realize people would call me to pick my brain or ask me for ideas or get me to chime in on something they were doing, planning, bringing forward. And I started to notice, wait, if it's so fartsy, then why are they asking for my help? Yeah. So all of a sudden this flood of value started to resonate in my brain of like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think this is actually something that's strategically built inside of me. Something that actually fires my flame inside of me, keeps me burning and wanting more passionately as I make my way through my own life journey, my own life lessons, my own heart pulls. I wish that we taught the world, we taught the girls, the creatives, the kids, the humans of the world, that they are so valuable. And these creative sparks that they have within them, that are not quirky, they're not weird, they're not messy, they're beautiful, beautifully imperfect. And that is what creates the fire. That's what creates the uniqueness in each human that I know that has a creative vein in their body. And here's the thing, we were created to create. No matter what your belief system is, what your creator system is, we were divinely created to be instruments of creation. We have these brains that think of brilliant ideas. We have these hands that can create for us. We have these eyes that can see and communicate. We have valuable words that can extract so much story and so much connection in everything that we do. And by design, in that same right, we are designed to be seen. Think about that for a second. Yeah. We have eyes. We're visual creatures. We are designed to be seen. Let that resonate in your mind a little bit. Because honestly, when I came across that epiphany, it scared the hell out of me. Very truthful, honest. I just was like, wait a minute, I'm not comfortable being seen. What do you mean I have to be seen? And let me reframe that. It's not necessarily that you have to be seen, it's that you are seen. So what's being seen? What are you showing? That's my question to you. What are you showing? Are you showing chaos? Are you showing how crazy your world is? Are you showing that life just has you exhausted at every moment and every turn? What are you showing? Because we're being seen. Or maybe you're showing confidence. Maybe you're showing up in your value. Maybe you're walking forward in where your heart pull is. See, that's a new journey for me. Taking that heart pull, not apologizing for it. And not even apologizing that I don't even know sometimes where it takes me. But when I check in with myself, it feels right. It feels aligned. And that's how I know that it's okay to keep stepping forward. It's okay to keep showing a little bit more of myself. It's okay to bring in another gift that I give to the world, a gift that's embedded in me, a talent. And maybe for you, that's a talent that you have, like drawing or sewing or painting or dancing or singing or creating music or just sketching. Maybe it's with pottery. Maybe it's something completely different with woodworking or molding. Maybe it's just moving. Maybe you can just move so beautifully that you inspire others. That's part of your gift. That's part of your fire. That's part of you being seen. See, if someone knows that about you and they say, oh, yeah, Lisa, oh my gosh, she can move and groove. She is so good at that. She made the dance team. She's amazing. She's going to be on Broadway one day. Well, good for Lisa, because guess what? Lisa is able to show that gift within her, that rhythm that she lives to, that beat that she marches to. But I guarantee you that's probably not all of what Lisa's fire is encompassed in. See, we have this tendency of walking through this world, this life, in a very linear way, trying to grab the best of ourselves and show that. This is what I'm really good at. This is it. This is me. I am a realtor. Or, this is me. I'm amazing at this. I have my master's. I am a professor. Okay? But I guarantee you, that's not all of you. You're probably maybe an amazing woodworker or amazing chef as well. Or you have an affinity for creating something from yarn. I don't know. This is how beautiful creatives are. You never know what medium and what creation that they're able to output. That's what makes each one of us unique. And that's what makes every single human on this planet a creative. We all have something to create. We all have something to bring forward. And it's more than just one lane. It's more than just one thread of yourself. And that's what I offer you. I offer you of insight to look at your world and look at what are the more parts that you can bring in. Because the more that you bring in to your world and the more that you shine and show that out into the world, the more magnetic you are. The more inspiring you are. Why? Because you're showing up, all of you. So I ask you, how can you show up with more of you shining? With more of you showing? With more of you authentically? It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to shine in a polished, perfected way. No, that's not what I'm talking about here at all. I'm talking about showing up in a way that honors those heart pulls that you have. We all have them. I'm curious if you're a woman that has felt that heart pull. I would love to hear, what direction is your heart pulling? See, for many years, my heart was pulling in directions of bringing more of my gifts together. See, many years ago, I was an entrepreneur. I've been on this entrepreneur journey many years. It doesn't mean that I have it all figured out. How can you? When the compass is within. See, I don't measure success by my bank account. I measure success by how deeply I'm fulfilled when I'm showcasing my gifts, my fire, in a way that transforms and spotlights somebody else's fire. So that's a passion of mine. And I uncovered that passion by meticulously walking through my creative journey as a woman, as someone being led by my heart. I've dived into event planning. I've done birthday parties. I've had a custom paper mache pinata company for many years. I did corporate events. I did weddings. I've even done funerals. I've dived into design, from billboards to rebrands. I've done so much design in so many aspects of many industries. And I'm really good at it. But guess what? That one lane never seemed like quite enough. That got me thinking, why? Why? If I'm really good at this, then why am I not satisfied yet? Why am I still seeking more? To be very honest, it's exhausting. Because nobody ever tells you, no business coach tells you, bring it all together. Bring your full fire forward. They just tell you, focus on income producing activities. But see, here's the thing. In a creative's mind, how do you bring something that you create from nothing, from your own hands, from your own imagination, from your wonderment? So many creatives have a hard time putting value on that. And so now all of a sudden, you find yourself stepping into this, all right, I'm investing in myself. I'm going to get this idea going. I hired a business coach. How many of you have done that? Yeah, raise your hand. I have two. I've invested many, many, many thousands of dollars into my business, not only in coaching, but in mentoring for years. And the one thing that frustrated me the most is that I didn't feel fully seen. I only was seen in one lane. And that one lane happened to be the lane that I was really good at, which was real estate. Let me clarify. Real estate marketing and branding. See, I built my business parallel to real estate because I've always been able to create major success stories for my real estate clients, my brokers, my real estate clients, my real estate agents. And so naturally, it just seemed like, oh, this is my lane. I'm really good at this. How many of you have ever had that happen? Where you're like, okay, I should just stick here because I'm good at it and I can make money. Yeah, that's true to some degree. That's true to some degree. I will say that. But on another level, it's not. See, it's almost like you have to walk through that level. You actually have to complete that level and get to a point in place in your own journey where you're like, wait a minute, there's got to be more than this. I think I can create more impact, more ripples than just this. There's got to be more. And at some degree, there's a short fulfillment when it comes to getting a completion of a project, bringing something forward in your skill set lane, right? I remember one time I got to do a Super Bowl billboard, and that was pretty cool. It was going in a Super Bowl parade for the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, and lucky for me, I'm a football fan, not NFL and NCAA, but I knew enough about football where I could be like, all right, let's bring this vibe and this feel in. And it felt amazing. I was like, wow, I just did a Super Bowl billboard. Or I remember one time I got to do a wrap on a food truck, this giant canvas that I got to sit there and meticulously, measure and figure out where the window and the ordering and all the graphics were going to go. That was a big challenge, big job. Very cool. All of these wins began to stack up in my portfolio, which of course made me feel good, made me feel great, helped me land more jobs, got me more leads. But still, as I continued forward in this one linear lane that I was building myself in, I still wanted more. I think many women relate to this. I think there is an inherent seeking that we are all connected to, a thirst. It keeps us thirsty. It keeps us in journey because we're all here on this earth, given a gift and basically a GPS system, which is right here in our heart, to walk forward and seek out what we're trying to find in our time here. These are the parts that I would have never gotten to if I didn't put my fear aside of being seen and finally step up to that, allowing myself to be seen, pulling back that curtain and saying, you know what? Here I am. And you know what? I'm just a woman, a mom, a daughter, a sister, a wife, a creative, a generator, a dreamer, a stubborn optimist. And I'm just trying to find my way in the world, doing things that make my heart swell, that make my spirit soar. I wonder if you and I have similarities in that. Probably. I would actually beckon to say, probably, if you're still here listening to this podcast right now, then I would say you have some type of understanding on this. What I want to leave you with today is honor your pull. Honor your gift, your fire inside, that pull of your heart that keeps tapping on you. That's all it's doing. Hey, I still want more. Yeah. Don't shush it. The more we shush it, the more that we can start to spiral downward. It starts to depress our heart, depress our gift, depress our fire. So what I want to leave you with today is the power of choosing you. The power of saying yes to your fire. Leaving that fear behind. I have this sticky note behind my camera right now. It stares at me. I update it every year and it says WWYDI. What would you do if this was your last year on Earth? It's a powerful question that keeps me grounded. Keeps me grounded in possibilities rather than in fear. It keeps me pushing towards more and aligning in connection rather than thinking that people are judging me. It's a powerful shift, and it starts in your own mind and in your own heart. And if you have to, turn off the noise. Turn off the ones that you don't think are going to support you. But you know what? You might be surprised. You actually might just inspire them. So bring your fire forward. Leave your fear behind. That is it for me today. I hope that this message lands in your heart and it makes you bold inside your mind. Until next time, this is Carolina with Designify. As a heart-centered entrepreneur, just making my way in the world. Bye for now.